Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all doing fantastic. Today's video, as you can see from the title, is a practice run of my makeup for Halloween. Now I have two ideas in mind. One of them is to go as a vampire version of the character or just go as the character. And the character I'm going with is based on the Wicked Queen from Once Upon a Time, so Snow White's wicked stepmother. If you haven't seen Once Upon a Time, I will link down below to Netflix where you can see that if you don't have Netflix. I'll also pop in a link so that you can see a picture of the Wicked Queen, so that you know who I'm actually channeling here. I have hairstyle and everything in mind, so this monstrosity that I'm rocking today will not be what you see me with at Halloween. It's not quite on Halloween, it's next Saturday. My friend Lynn, who you've seen before, we are going out to celebrate her turning 30 at the end of this month. So on the 29th of this month, everybody say a happy birthday to Lynn. So next Saturday, whenever we all go out to dinner, we kind of decided that it would be fun to dress up because we've never really done anything like that. And I always love dressing up for Halloween. I'm not really into the whole celebrating of Halloween. I love autumn, fall, sort of Thanksgiving time. Obviously I don't live in the US, so we don't do Thanksgiving here, but I love that time of year, autumn, when the leaves are changing and falling off the trees and just the different smell in the air. And because Halloween sort of comes with that, when I was a child I would have dressed up for it, you know, the whole trick or treat. Anyway, we decided that we would love to dress up, so I have sorted out Lynn's costume for her, and she doesn't know what she's going as. She knows what I'm going as, but she doesn't know what she's got. So she's probably mental for trusting me, but she is. So her and her friend Claire, so Claire, if you're watching this, hi. They're both trusting me to do their makeup next Saturday. Lynn's already trusted me to do hers many times. But strangely Claire's trusting me as well, and considering she's seen the blindfold makeup challenge, I'm surprised that she's even coming to meet me, never mind letting me do her makeup. Anyway, so I have a couple of different things in front of me. I have, first of all, I'm going to be using my new concealer and corrector palette. I'm thinking that this white might be a good idea for mixing. What I might do is just mix a couple of these together to get a good colour on my skin, and then use black for, I don't know whether I want a powder black on my skin or whether I could just use this black. So anyway, I've also got my big massive palette of colours, and I think I'm probably going to use the blacks and stuff in here. And then there's some really lovely colours. So I'm also going to try and put eyelashes on tonight as well, so that should be fun. So anyway, I might also try using some shadows out of my smoked eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. So rather than sitting gabbling, I'm going to get started, and I think I should start by putting on a primer. So I'm just going to use my usual primer, my W7 for anti-redness. Although by the time I put makeup on, you're not going to see any redness anyway. Definitely love this primer. Right, so oh dear me. So guys, what are you going to dress up as for Halloween? Are you going out for Halloween? Are you dressing up? Do you have house parties? Do you have children who are going anywhere to dress up? 1,000,001 questions for me. Right, so let's start. I got myself, you'll see it in one of my hauls for Haultober. I got a big bag of 30 of these, so I thought these will come in handy anyway. So I'm just going to wet it a wee bit because I find that it helps to stop it from really soaking up the colour, so you don't really lose anything. So let's see. Okay, this is incredibly shiny. Does anybody else notice that? Okay, so we're not going to use that. So we'll just try this. I can't see it totally, but I can see it enough. Some of this colour here, so that I'm just making it look more fleshy than white. There, so that's the base of your face done. Now we'll move on to doing the contours. So what you want is to make the hollows of your cheeks look really sunken, and you want to look dead, so you want to have the darkest colour that you can possibly have. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take out my smoke palette, but you can use anything that you have a matte black. Actually, I'm not going to use that because the black in this has a little bit of shimmer. So you'll need a matte black, or if you're using this, you can use the black that's in this as well. Obviously you don't want shimmer because you don't want to look like you're trying to be a Cullen vampire. Unless you want to be a Cullen vampire and have a shimmery glow about you. So we are going to go with this black right here, which is in the very bottom corner of the palette. And I'm going to take an angled brush. Just any angled brush. This is a number 7. It's called a shader brush. Quite a lot of fallout in this, unfortunately. So you're going to want to suck your cheeks in. And where this line comes down here, which is the hollows of your cheek, this is where you want to go. Okay. And you can also shape your nose. So just come down the side of your nose. So that'll just thin out your nose a little, creating a shadow. And there. So you just want to follow the line underneath your cheek to create that hollow. So as you can see, I've just made my nose a little more pointy. So now what we want to do is go in and shade round our eyes. So just take any sort of shadow brush. What I'm actually going to do is create a base. I'm just going to dip my finger into this and use this as a base. And I'm going to go a wee bit under and above. That was a wee bit too much. And don't forget, it's okay if whenever you're trying to get rid of some, if you think you've gone down too far, because just blending that grey black into your skin actually makes it look okay. So I'm just going to go in with this again. This brush is just so good for blending anything. So now I've made my eyes look really hollow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that matte black again. extend your socket out too much to the side, but you do want to bring it a wee bit more so that it just looks that wee bit more hollow. And don't worry about them both being identical, because let's face it, our faces aren't identical normally. Just because you're dead doesn't make it identical. Okay, so we have our dead eyes. Need a really good eyeliner. Let's see, what have I got? Okay, I'm going to do this off camera. Even with this here, I can see my big cave here. Next we're going to do eyebrows. Right, so I'm just going to get this pencil, or this here. I'm going to go in with number 4 because it is the darkest and I want to have dark eyebrows. What do you think? I think we need some eyelashes now. As I'm no good at doing eyelashes, I'm going to do this off camera. You can laugh at me some. Okay, my lovelies, we have the eyelashes on, but they are hideously not sitting right. So, I don't even know how well you can see them in this here light. Let's zoom in, I'll show you. So, does this help? They're all spidery. So, now we want to do lips. What should we do for lips? Well, what I think I should do first is possibly put some blood around the sides of my mouth. Just gone slightly around the edges of my lips. Okay, so these are what my fangs look like. And apparently with these I'm going to be able to eat. So that's always a bonus. But I'm just going to show you. This is what I'm going to look like. So, let's see, where's my blood? I think gorgeous, gorgeous look. Ha ha ha. And this is what made that blood all over my mouth. I seriously hope they're right that this doesn't stain. So I have 2 capsules left of this here that I can use on Saturday night. Man, this is gross.